Hello kids, I hope you're having a good weekend. I just wanted to make this video so I can let you know what our lesson for science will be on Monday. It's just a quick review and I just want you guys to know what we're going over on Monday for our science lesson. We're reviewing the life cycle of a frog. So let's get started. First, I have a question. I want you to think, what do you know about frogs? I want you to think about what you know about frogs and make a list about the things that you know. It can really be anything that you have heard, anything that you have seen. So that way you can get started and kind of think, what is it that I know about frogs? Because sometimes we see them out in the streets or we've seen them in TV. So I just want you guys to make a list and let me know what you know about frogs. Because this week we're learning about the life cycle and how a frog's life begins and how it starts all over again. So I want you guys to think about what you know about frogs and make a list just to get your brain going about that. And I decided to find a few fun facts about frogs. One of my favorite ones is this one. It says that the wood frog can live in the north of the Arctic Circle and survive for weeks with 65% of its body frozen. And I found a picture of it right here. Can you imagine that? I mean, I know that when it's cold out, I like my layers and I like staying warm. So I can't believe that a frog can survive with 65% of his body frozen. Like, more than half of his body is frozen. Another thing that I found very interesting was this, that the world's largest frog is the Goliath frog of West Africa. It can grow to 15 inches and weigh up to 7 pounds. And I looked at pictures, and you can search online with your parents if you want and look at pictures. I didn't include any of these ones because honestly I was taken back. It's a big frog. It reminded me of like a big puppy. I don't know. It was really big and I thought that was very interesting. And then another one is that there's evidence that frogs have roamed the earth for more than 200 million years. At least as long as the dinosaurs. That's crazy. Frogs have history. Wow. And then I just want to tell you what a life cycle is. So what is a life cycle? And I have the actual definition right here. A life cycle refers to the changes or stages that an animal goes through while it's alive. So I have a picture right here of the life cycle of a frog. And I'm just going to go through it very quickly and then in more detail in the next slide. So right here we know it starts with eggs and then it becomes a little tadpole. And then it grows 2 tiny little legs in the back. And then eventually 2 in the front. And then this is what it looks like as a young frog. So it has 4 legs already, but look, it still has a tail. And then this is what an adult frog looks like. So this is the definition of what the life cycle is. Now, let's go over the life stages. So we're going to go with the first step. The first step is eggs. A frog starts off as a fertilized egg. A female frog lays thousands of eggs, usually near or in a body of water. So I have a real picture of what the eggs look like. The egg hatches in about 6 to 21 days. So look at all those eggs. All of those eggs are going to become frogs. Let's see how. Next we have the tadpole. A tiny tadpole hatches from the egg. Tadpoles have no legs. They breathe using gills and move like fish. So they're underwater. At about 6 to 9 weeks, the tadpole begins to have 2 hind legs, has a long body and head, and its lungs begin to develop to be able to breathe outside of the water. So I have a real picture right here. This is what it looks like in this stage. So we go from eggs to a tadpole, and this is what it looks like, and the 2 little legs and the back. And then this is the third stage, and we call it a froglet. In this stage, the lungs and two front legs grow and its long tail becomes shorter. By about 12 weeks, it starts to look like a frog. So it kind of looks like a frog now, right? It has 4 legs, 2 in the back and 2 in the front. And then, but it still has a long tail. Still has like a little tail right there. And this is about when they're 12 weeks old. And then at about 12 to 16 weeks, the frog's tail disappears and it starts to eat insects and small animals. So now it's a frog. And here's our picture. Now it looks like a frog. And right here, this frog is eating like a small insect, like a fly. And then the whole circle starts again. If it is a female frog, she will lay eggs and the circle starts again. And to end our review, I left you a short YouTube video right here. It's about 3 to 4 minutes. And it shows you the whole process. It's like a time lapse, and I think it looks really cool. So if you want to watch it, you can watch it here, but I would recommend clicking on the title right here, so it takes you straight to YouTube, so you can make the screen bigger and look at it with more detail. And then I found this cool game with frogs. And I thought if you want like a little fun, challenging game, you can play it. It looks simple. Let me see if it takes me to it. It looks simple, but it's actually not easy to actually win this game. It says how to play. Click or tap a frog to make it hop. A frog can jump over only one frog any color at a time, or just jump to a nearby bacon rock. It says move all the brown frogs to the right and move all the green frogs to the left. Looks easy, but it's not, and it's right. So I tried and I haven't been successful yet, but you guys can try it. So all the green frogs go to the left. I tried doing it this way, but they always get stuck because it can only jump at one at a time, and I'm like, am I doing this wrong? So you guys can try this game and then see, oops, they're stuck. So if you guys want to play this game, you're more than welcome. And if you want to see the YouTube video that I left you, you can also do that. And I hope you have a good weekend. And on Monday, I have a surprise for you guys. So I hope you guys are excited. And we will learn about frogs and the life cycle on Monday. And I hope this was a good review for all of you. Thank you and have a good weekend. Bye.